Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I am coming at you with another simple technique that you can use not only on yourself, but also on your little ones. If you have kids at home, especially if they go through any, night terrors or panic attacks, you can use this on them, but also on yourself, like I mentioned. And it has to deal with stimulating the neurovascular points in your brain, and which are reflex points that foster communication between the nervous system and the meridians in order to reprogram our emotional and mental responses to stress and trauma. And these are great points for emotional issues as well. So if it's stress, worry, grief, anger, frustration, if you're feeling a panic attack coming on or an anxiety attack coming on, anything of the sorts, you can definitely use this technique. I'm actually going to show you two variations. So when we are suffering from any of these emotions, what happens is our brain starts to go into what's called fight, flight, or freeze response. And the back of the brain, also called the lizard brain or the primitive brain, starts to wake up a little bit more, and blood flow starts to come out of the front part of the brain and more so into the back part of the brain. So the front part of the brain is responsible for our thinking, it's responsible for our logical decisions. And when we're in the back part of the brain, when we're operating from there, we're thinking about keeping ourselves safe and secure physically from the outside world. And the blood flow starts to come more into our extremities, so our legs and our arms, and into our lungs, so that we can run or fight our way out of a situation. But obviously, when we're not in real physical danger, our body doesn't really know that. The internal processes are responding to our emotional state. So we want to bring balance back in. We want to signal to the brain that everything's okay despite what I'm feeling right now. I just need a moment. So what we're going to do is, to stimulate these neurovascular points in the brain, we just use our hands. And our hands have electromagnetic fields just like our whole entire body. And we can use it to our advantage. So what you want to do for the first one is just feel for the bony parts of your skull on your forehead, and you're just going to place one hand right over these points, and you're just going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out through the nose, out through the mouth. And you're going to do that for about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe more, whatever you need. And what this does is it stimulates the front part, that thinking part of the brain, and the neurocortex, so that we can signal to the back part of the brain, hey, everything's okay. I just need a moment. Let's bring the blood flow back to the front of the brain so I can think this through. And then the next part is the back part of the brain. So this would be used in a more of a fearful situation, but you can use any of these anytime, whatever you feel most comforted into. So what you're going to do is you're going to actually follow the lines of your eyes here to the back of your head. And where that meets, you're going to place your palm and your hand right over that point. And then the other hand's going to come back to that original spot that we just spoke about. And again, you're going to close your eyes. You're going to take deep breaths in through the nose, regulate your breath. Exhale through the mouth. In through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And what this does is brings everything back into a more calm and peaceful state, and reminds your body that it can go back to its normal functioning processes, and slows down the release of the hormones that are released when we're feeling stressed or scared. And yeah, so check that out. Like I said, you can do this on your little ones as well, just by placing your hands on either the front and back part of their head. And if they're thrashing around and they're really scared, let them go through it, let them do it. Don't try and hold their head in place. Just kind of go with the flow. And just, be there for them and let them experience the emotion, and just let them know that you're there for them and comforting them. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Remember, breathe in, breathe out. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.